our mic on? Great. I would like to start with greeting from Global Tourism Forum, Leaders Summit Brussels 2021. Our honor to welcome His Excellency Ahmet Aras, Mayor of Bodrum, coming to the stage to share with us the sustainability and luxury tourism for Bodrum. Tourism, as we all know, is one of the hardest hit sector during COVID-19 pandemic. Travel restrictions started being introduced gradually. Since the beginning of pandemic, by May 2020, 70% of the destination around the world had their borders completely closed to the international tourism. Since then, destinations started easing their borders and they lifted their travel restriction. With November 2020 registering the lowest number of complete border closure, which is 27 of the destinations around the world, before the trend reversed. As of February 2021, 30% of the borders are again completely closed and making difficult for easy when the tourism operation will fully recover. According to latest edition of the World Tourism Barometers, an estimated 54 million tourists crossed international borders in July 2021. It's down 67% from the same month in 2019. But the strongest results since April 20, this compares an estimated 34 million international arrivals recorded in July 2020. Tough, well below the 164 million figures recorded in. Today we have Mr. Aras, and I would like to ask him his opinion into divided question. Mr. Aras, what is your perspective of tourism in new normal?
First of all, I would like to thank you for invitation, Neslihan, and also for your precious welcoming message. I'm also glad to be here presenting both my hometown, our beloved Bodrum, and also Turkey. And since I have the opportunity now, I would like to thank once again for the ones who honored us with their presence and for the ones who have wished to be with us during Global Tourism Forum 2021, which had taken place in Bodrum on April. And I would like to mention Bodrum. I would like to mention Bodrum's 3,500 years of history briefly. Bodrum being one of the oldest settlements of the ancient Karya region, reminded under Karya, Egypt, Scythian, Assyrian, Dor, Med, Persian, Macedonian, Roman, Byzantine, Hellen dominations respectively. With its mausoleum, one of the seven wonders of the world, with its Bodrum Castle nominated to be one of the World Heritages by UNESCO, Bodrum is apart from just being a port city. It's a city of happiness with its 3,500 years of history. It's the city of Herodot, the father of history also. Yes, Neslihan, I agree with the data you have mentioned, and I would also regard this issue and share solid data within the perspective of Bodrum. According to the registered data retrieved from both international airport and ports of Bodrum, January to August 2020, international arrivals had shown a decrease of 88% when compared to 2019. And again, in comparison to 2019, the decrease remained at a drastic level in 2021 data with a 62% drop. However, if we try to stay positive during this pandemic time, we can always address the issue from the recovery angle of 2020, and when 2020 and 2021 January to August data is covered. And I think it's about, or we can consider all this data. In the new normal, we are aiming to restore these percentages to their previous state as in 2019. Be back to normal, back to the same Bodrum that we all remember before the pandemic. And also, I want to add something more. In both economic and social areas, pandemic has shown its effects on tourism sector across the world. The most striking effects of this transformation was undoubtedly digital migration, as the minister told. With the new normal, people are accustomed to work remotely, and remote working is here to stay, leading its actors in search of better places to work has laid the foundations of digital nomads. This effect of the new normal has a great impact on people's way of thinking, continuing their businesses and social lives as the lead actors of the world, being digital nomads, becoming a very important element of tourism sector. Within this new normal, Bodrum is on the verge of determining and meeting both the business trends of digital nomads and for domestic and foreign tourists. For those who will adopt changing their understanding of doing businesses and for safe holiday during these days, while we are having a transition process into the new normal, Bodrum will be an important destination also. Through this process, Bodrum can meet the expectations of people with its features of being away from the crowded city life, calmness, nature intertwined with historical textures, and with its awards-winning ports and marinas. Bodrum has the right equipments and capacity to build business and leisure together, meeting all demands of individuals. Yes.
Great. I mean,
yes, this is my
you have shared amazing data, and also like how your perspective plan for new normal. Taking all this information to consideration is now, I would like to ask you, how does Bodrum plan to recover the tourism industry?
It's a good question. Dear all, within this new normal, as Bodrum, our main goal is to protect and preserve local businesses firstly, then local tourism, then after taking the safe traveling during COVID-19 measures into consideration, national tourism and global tourism and international tourism. We are aiming direct flight to Bodrum from all over the world, and we are working to this end. Our aim is to adapt into these new conditions and to keep tourism alive in Bodrum for 12 months for a sustainable tourism by strengthening our infrastructure and in respect to ecological cycle of nature. We are in constant preparation for art and cultural also activities in Bodrum. We are going to host international music festivals as well, and international gastronomy festivals. As well known also, Bodrum was the proud host to this year the Global Tourism Forum, and one of our aim is to make Bodrum a year-long center for fairs and congress like Global Tourism Forum. And we will repeat it, on 2022,
May 2022.
Also. And I will invite all of you to Bodrum for joining also Global Tourism Forum 2022 in Bodrum. Also, we play a big role in terms of sea and water sports in Bodrum. Maybe you know it. 2022 Optimist World Championship to be hosted by Bodrum, and also we are looking forward to host 2023 Dragon World Championship in Bodrum as well. Also in Bodrum we support agrotourism, nature tourism, and our landscape has a lot of offer for the ones who would like activities such as cycling, trekking, hiking, and etc. Also, we have so many areas where people can spend their vacation, sailing, caravanning, camping, and glamping as well. What I want to emphasize here is we need to head towards art, culture, nature, history, and gastronomy, environment for recovering tourism industry. It is at utmost importance to protect the environment and nature that we live in. Not to mention, it's also mankind's duty to pass all these into future generations. Turkey in general and Bodrum in particular has many opportunities such as rich cultural diversity, hospitality, rich historical heritage, and unique natural beauties. As Bodrum municipality, we currently work and collaborate on a project in which Bodrum will be the starting point of a worldwide network to be presented in this area. Keep an eye on Bodrum for this breakthrough project soon be announced. Yeah.
Great. I mean, the activities and the plans that you're putting forward, which is very interesting also how you want to make Bodrum as a destination 12 months, which is
Yes.
one of the key points nowadays because the traveling is more everyday, not just seasonal now. Taking into this consideration, you've shared your feedback with our estimated guest. My next question will be, what does Bodrum approach on sustainability for long life tourism?
Yes, if we underline the importance of sustainable tourism, the circle figure, there's a circle figure, maybe you can remember. In our background, it have to be in our background video, but if not, it doesn't matter. I can tell it. The figure shown in our background video suggests that for sustainable tourism, we need the following, for example. Employment creation, reducing water consumption, efficient use of energy, waste management and waste reduction, accessibility for everyone, and preserving biodiversity, supporting local businesses, supporting local economies and fair trade, eco-friendly transportation. In Bodrum, our main focus is to develop sustainable projects to cover them all. For people of Bodrum, for the habitat and all living beings of Bodrum, for our visitors and most importantly for future generations. I can proudly say that as Bodrum municipality, we are a part of the cooperation and collaboration of the Future of Tourism Coalition and Green Destinations Climate Leader Program since we believe progress comes better with a united front solidarity. We don't regard the issue of climate emergency only through the angle of Bodrum or Turkey. The crisis is real across the world. For every individual, for the habitat, and for all living beings of nature. It's a global matter, needs to be handled all together to achieve a greater impact, to minimize and reserve the effects. In Bodrum, our most valuable work is collaboration. From small enterprises to the biggest, we display an exemplary behavior. We know for a fact that the most important thing is to start from the core. We need to set an example in order to be followed by others and to pass this understanding on to the next generations. To set an example, our large-scale hotels support local producers, local values and employment when receiving products from them such as, for example, mandarin jam, olive oil, Carib macarons, etc. With their motto of from local to global. We adopt this cooperation and collaboration in every field. Yes.
Great. I mean, how the work that you're doing through the importance of sustainability, the way that you listed, for example, employment creation, reducing water, which is one of the very good way of going towards the sustainability. And as all we know, the sustainability program is one of the key points currently moving forward as well. And young generation, everything from traveling, from eating, from producing, everything they very, how would I say, they very take in consideration when they purchasing products or having destination or going holiday around sustainability. I would like to ask, going forward, what is the moving forward? I would like to ask is the investment strategy. What is the investment strategy to build luxury travel and
Yes.
tourism for Bodrum?
Neslihan, as you know, Bodrum is a city with high-end tourism and has a lot of offer for its luxury hotels, beach clubs, food scene, and abundance of super yachts drifting on the pure blue water also. And during the pandemic last year, for example, 700 super yachts have visited Bodrum coastline from abroad. And also approximately 800 business jets visited Bodrum airport. And many high profile of trendy luxuries international resort, for example, such as Ritz-Carlton and Edition, the Mandarin Oriental, Four Seasons, and Lux Bodrum, Amanria, Swiss Hotel, Radisson Collection, Kempinski, etc. I can sayabilirim.
I can count.
I
You
can
can count
yes,
more
I can
and more,
count
yeah.
Yes, I can count. But and also new brands are opening in Bodrum now, and Bodrum has become a city of brand collection. According to me, become a brand collection. Now, up to 20 brand chain hotels or restaurants or marinas now building in Bodrum or in operating in Bodrum, yeah. And they are all not just all international brands. Also, we have our national brands too in Bodrum. Bodrum has also welcomed worldwide known restaurant facilities and has become a cozy home for countless celebrities also. I couldn't believe it because I was born in Bodrum in 1970. It was a small town with 6,000 people, just 6,000 people before 50 years. But now, now the population is about 500,000, and as I told, many of brands or celebrities, you can see celebrities when you walk on the street every day. Yes. And it's very interesting for me. It's good for economy and tourism also, but when your small town is bigger and bigger, sometimes it feels sad to you because you can't know people who is working on the streets also. But yes, Bodrum also is among it was a very
Honored.
Yeah, no, çok duygusal bir andı benim için.
Emotional.
Yeah, yeah.
Very emotional.
Yes. Bodrum is among top 100 touristic destinations all over the world. It is also an increasingly popular luxury destination. Where do I know it? Because if you check online websites, you can find articles. Time magazine releases comparing Bodrum as the Aegean Riviera to European hotspots, Saint-Tropez on the French Riviera, for example. And moreover, Condé Nast Traveler and Bloomberg named Bodrum one of the best places to travel in 2019. Bodrum has been announced in Travel and Leisure as among the 6 best cities in Europe and among 25 best cities of the world's best rewards 2021. So, I don't know whether you have information on this matter or not. This is our traditional value. This is very important for me because it comes from sponge divers. Bodrum is the only place in the world in which luxury wooden boats, goulettes and trundles, wooden handcrafted motor sailing yachts, are crafted in combination with luxury services and sailing also. We have welcomed travelers who visited Bodrum sometimes only for nature walks and blue voyage or charter tours. And thanks to its appropriate climate, Bodrum is a city to visit not just for the summer but also for winter times. Also, I want to explain Bodrum Cup to you because Bodrum Cup is very unique facility for just not for Bodrum, for also Europe, for also all over the world. On October 13 and 18, Bodrum will be the home for American Hospital, 33rd the Bodrum Cup, the biggest sailing race of the Mediterranean, bringing sailors and enthusiasts of sailing from all corners of the world together in Bodrum. Announcing the news on this world-seeing event, I would like to invite everyone to our beloved city Bodrum to share the excitement also. Okay.
Great. I mean,
Thank you.
as you said it, as the luxury lifestyle that Bodrum has, it's available there, which I know. I live in London, and I know very high-end restaurant brands and hotel brands which present at Bodrum, and you can also see this brand is by the influencers, which is digital influencers that they sharing the articles, they sharing the restaurants, or they sharing the hotel brands, which is it's very also honored for Turkey to see very high-end luxury destination, which also at the same time you're working towards sustainability for eco-friendly, environment-friendly program. I would like to end my program with the last question: is what will be your message to our global audience? I think I asked this question. Hold on. Yeah, the investors, Bodrum for their must destination.
Yes.
What will be your message?
Bodrum is changing day by day, as I told, and I couldn't believe, as I say. But, you know, the tourism, there is a saying about tourism, although not everything depends on tourism, but tourism depends on almost everything. Like that. The COVID-19 pandemic has made a clear sustainable tourism requires sustainable investments. It has also highlighted the importance of non-traditional investments that enhance innovation through the creation and diffusion of new solutions to decarbonize the sector. To harness the advantages of the investments, it's critical that governments promote policies as well as new investment vehicles to recover, retain, and attract foreign direct investments through respecting the nature. Among our key projects, there are ecological marinas and also designating glamping sites for the nature lovers, and to be honest, mainly for sustainable luxury tourism. This is my word, sustainable luxury tourism.
That's it, yeah.
It's not easy, but yes, if I could paraphrase, the utterance of my highlights will be globalization through preserving the nature. Yes, Bodrum has a lot to offer for investors as well, yet we have investment opportunities only for investors who have respect in nature, in culture, and in history. If so, Bodrum welcomes everyone who is interested in keeping Bodrum live and alive. Previously called Halikarnassos in the history, Bodrum is a must-see with its each phase. Bodrum is a brand offering a cultural and historical background in the harmony with sustainable tourism as well as luxury tourism. And my last verse will be, I would like to invite all of you, my beloved city Bodrum, as an honorable guest.
Great, thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you. I mean, you have shared amazing, very insightful information with regards to how to obtain sustainability, same as applied to luxury travel as well. And we, like I said, we're very honored to have you here and representing not just Bodrum and also Turkey as well.
Thank you very much.
for your time and thank you for traveling to Brussels.
Thank you very much
Thank
for your
you.
invitation.
Thank you very much, Neslihan and Mr. Aras. Actually, this segues beautifully once again. I love the way the program has been done, because we were hearing just there about how Bodrum used to be a very small little town